Good morning, YouTube. How you going?
This morning we're on the table with the Pineapple Kush autos.
The staggered grow, excuse me, the staggered grow, the multiple different treatments on these girls. You're looking at the biggest girl here, the most advanced plant. I think it's about 12 days into flower now. She's about 12 days into flower. She had her top well bent. And I've taken the wire off there yesterday. Oops. Yeah, there you little bugger. Look at that one over there. She split a bit, but she's alright. And this little girl over here wasn't topped, well, she was bent. She was severely bent. Down here you can see, I laid her over and then just let her go. No support, no bracing on it to hold it down, and she's just come back up again. So there's a fine example of what can happen if you let a plant repair itself by its own means. She was bent completely over. You can see it, she was quite badly bent over. Up in here. Oops, I'm going to get behind you, might this is better. No. There you go. Yeah, she's quite badly bent over. But I just left her there, unsupported, and she just picked herself back up again. And the next girl in the array is this little one. She's one of the younger plants, quite young. She got badly nicked actually when I was cleaning up under there. We'll put a piece of tape on it straight away, she'll be right. Surprised actually because it's quite bad. Yeah, she's actually a small plant, this one. I'm not sure why. Perhaps the parent plant wasn't such a stable seed after all. Never mind. The next girl down the rank here, she got topped quite early, and we have two lovely nice tops coming out of her, two big mains. She's going to make a interesting looking plant. Quite like plants, nice pretty plants, these ones. They're quite open, that's what I'm saying. I guess that's to do with the amount of space they grew in. They won't be strained anyway. And this little girl down here is quite a lanky little thing as well. It's developing nice tops on there though. You can just see them start to come in. This one over there. Believe it or not, these things actually start to make trichomes. This girl here is the one that it got a little bit too much food when it was young. The nitrogen poisoning, you can see it through her leaves. She's making trichomes in there, believe it or not. She looks like she's starting to come back again in the growth. She's starting to get a real top back on there again. She was looking like a little bloody fluff ball up there 2 days ago. But yeah, you can see the chlorine in the leaf tips. That's nitrogen poisoning. Too much when she was too young. But this is one of the drawbacks when you're doing a staggered grow like this. You've got a plant next to here who's looking for her PK boost and PK 13, 14, and the plant next to it, two along, who's not looking for anything like that as yet. The staggered grows, yeah. I try to get away from them, but this is why I don't do a staggered grow. It's also why I've done a staggered grow, so you guys can see what happens. This is one of the consequences of it, is you get plants that want food that you can't give it to them, because unless you're going to make up 6 buckets of food every day sort of thing. Excuse me. which I don't. I just run 4 barrels. That's for flowering food and flowering water, and the veg food and the veg water. Whoops, sorry about that. So I can feed all the plants the same food, or the food that's required. But even that runs into problems when you've got seedlings in here.
Have you ever looked up at the moon and noticed it moving across the sky? I was out in the backyard yesterday with the camera mucking around, and I tried focusing in on the moon with a zoom lens on this thing. It's got quite a stoky zoom, and every time I get close to it and try to get it, it'd disappear. It would keep moving. And only when I got the camera really zoomed in could you see how fast this bloody thing does move across the sky. Yeah, sit back, enjoy it.
But even with a veg tank, it's only the water tank there that's just got CalMag in it as a supplement sort of thing to give the water some salts, ppms. It runs about 400 or 500 in there generally, which is not too excessive for these little girls in here if you dilute it down a little bit, which I usually do. Just take half the bucket out of the watering can, fill it up with water, and check the pH, of course. So the little seedlings in here are doing very well. They got some 450 ppm this morning. They're day 6, I think it is, day 7 might be. Yeah, they'll kick along. Our little runty one down there seems to have picked itself up. It's a little bit smaller than the others, but I guess that'll catch up eventually. Some are a little bit lanky looking over there. Might have to turn that light up. What are we on? 750. No, we'll hold them another 3 or 4 days. Wait till they get their first real 3-pointer leaves out, and then we'll turn the light up. So that's what's happening on the table. Up here, other things happened outside, as you'll see. It was with mixed emotions that we took the big girl down from the back. It was a bit of a anticlimax to a plant that we thought could have been, which did, but it didn't. There you go, follow that lot. The trichomes on it when we went down there yesterday morning were amber and white. I went down there with a mate, we had a look at it, because we had a rather disturbing weekend here again. Our new neighbours that have moved in are, yeah, not the most desirable of people to have around. There was just about a full-on riot out here in the street on Saturday night. So I figured, yeah, well, the cops are going to be coming around here very shortly, and we don't need that big fat girl sitting in the backyard smiling her little head off. So anyway, we went down there to have a look at her, and the trichomes were actually quite surprisingly about 30% amber, white, and she stopped growing. It's just got so cold here that she had actually stopped growing. So it was time to bring her down. She never grew the big buds that we were hoping to get from her. She's actually quite empty. A lot of it will just be fluffy luff. But she is tree actually rich, so we will see how she goes. I actually smoke a bit of it now. That was quick dried, very heady, as you would expect. Smoke's alright. It's not harsh, not rough. We should expect for a fast dried. He says, croaking. Okay, it's not the smoothest smoke I've ever smoked. It's not the worst either. Look at those little fairies up there.
The Frisian Dew autos down in the second flowering room are coming along quite nicely. The little Bobby, whatever we're going to call it, is now quite contagious. This video is shot over a period of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 days. On the very last day you can actually see pollen sacs opening. Well, I could.
So we won't be going down into there until the lights in here go off and this place is locked up. I better get some fans back on here. I'm checking these poor girls. Yeah, good smoke. Yeah, take a toke. Take two. Oh. Take four if you like. Have another one. So here's a shout out to the Kiwis and to these low-life cheating Aussies who don't know how to play cricket. Goodness gracious me, you stupid bloody Aussies. Your whole team should be bloody fired. And your coach, he's as guilty as the rest of them. Cheating in the pub so blatantly on the middle of a cricket field with 30 cameras on them. Oh gee, I don't know. Hey, what are you boys doing up north? How's things going up there? How's the weather been treating you? Drop us a comment. I went down to pull the stump up this morning from that plant. I found that bit there lying on the ground. It had been dropped. So the studio is never had so much hanging up in there. All the lines are full with a plant. If it had massed up and made heavy bud, goodness knows what weight there would have been. Oh, the studio walls are a bit full. Upstairs and the wire is a bit full. Not very heavy, but it's full. That's all the lower stuff, the lucky fluffy stuff, and the best of the stuff is up in here. So that goes all the way down there. And there's a table full of sugar. Table full of cabbage and shrimp. We'll see what comes out of that. I don't think there'll be much out of that somehow. I've never had so many sticks hanging up in the studio as what's in there at the moment. Good tote. Have another go, dude. Oh, that was a bit rough. You'll go. Don't choke this time. Don't be so greedy. Okay, fellas. We'll catch you all later. And girls, don't forget to like, Hit that like button. Yeah, you got to hit that like button. Otherwise it doesn't work apparently. And subscribe. And when you subscribe, ring that bell. Otherwise you never know I'll put a bloody video out. And share it. Share it with your mates. Go on. Pass it on to that guy down the road there, you know. Okay, fellas and girls. Catch us all later. Bye.